August 28th is one of the most significant dates in Black history, and most of us don't even realize it. In this hot take, Ebony Johnson Cooper, the founder of the Young Black and Giving Back Institute, explains the significance of August 28th and why she chose that date for Give 828, the National Day of Giving for Black-led nonprofits. Now in its 9th year, Give 828 has raised over $1 million to support organizations that are doing amazing work in our communities.
Let's talk about 828. Because tell the people, I've been a fan of 828. I have donated pretty much probably almost every year since you started 828. I think it is an amazing initiative. But one, why is that date so important? Because I didn't know that. I think until a couple years ago, I'm like, oh, all these things happen on 828.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this is a history-making day. This makes sense.
It is. Yeah, it's such a serendipitous day for us in the Black community. I mean, I'm a history nerd, so I didn't know all of the dates. So we had a volunteer a couple years ago. So it really started in 2017. Well, it was just us. We just crowdfunded ourselves and we raised $5,000. But we picked the date because the intern was like, hey, did you know all these things were happening on this date? And I was like, come on, say what?
Like significant things happen in history on 828.
Yes. And so coincidentally, very soon thereafter, the Blacksonian opened. And Ava DuVernay did a short called August 28th or 28th. It's either
I think so,
August 28th or 28th.
Yeah.
And she talks about the very same things. And I was like, okay, God, I get it. So the day itself, for those who don't know, was the day that Dr. King gave his I Have a Dream speech. It was the day that then Senator Barack Obama said he was running for president. It was one of the days where, New Orleans was getting ready, like the storm Katrina was on its way, right? So they were impacted in that same weekend. It was also the date
because this was just the 20th anniversary.
Yep, it was the 20th anniversary.
Katrina,
it was the date that soon after we'd already started Give 828, but it was the day that our dear T'Challa passed away.
I didn't know he passed on that day.
He did. He passed on 28th. Wow. It was the day that Jackie Robinson got admitted into Major League Baseball, which was a huge thing. And so as we look at all of these moments that happened, it was like, it was
have to do,
it was like, so it was like, let's just do August 28th, and it stuck, and it came at the end of August, which is also Black Philanthropy Month. And so we've sort of walked this path together. It's the end of the month. It sort of, kind of brings everything together.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So that's how we got to August 28th, and we just really push it. But the thing that excites me the most every single year is to see how creative the organizations are. So we do all the work to get people registered. Like, that's our push. Like, register.
Yeah.
And then once they registered, if you just look at the hashtag and just to see how creative these organizations are, like, and I haven't met probably a third of them, but to see just how passionate they are, and they're pushing for this date and they're trying to fundraise, it just really warms your heart, because it's a day that they can call their own. Like, Giving Tuesday is not for us. A lot of the community foundation based giving days are not for us. We've had so many community foundations who will reach out because they're like, oh, we had such and such giving day, and we've had a hard time connecting with our Black nonprofits. Surprise, surprise. You know what I mean? So they found that partnering
makes
sense, right? So then they can build these relationships. And so I think it's the excitement from the organizations that are participating that really makes us feel good about it, because you just, head down, get the folks to register. And when you see what they do with the day and how they fundraise, you're like, you can't not do it.
Exactly. So for those of you guys who are like, well, 828 fundraising. So it's a day where you guys have the platform. It's 828.org.
Give828.org.
Give828.org. There's a list of a ton of organizations, nonprofit organizations.
283 this year.
Come on, go ahead and brag. Yes. Is that the most you've had?
No. So our unicorn year was 2020.
Okay.
So we had something like almost like 400 organizations.
Well, yeah, 2020. That makes sense.
Yeah, but I say it's a unicorn year because even though we had so many people registered, a ton of those didn't actually fundraise.
Okay.
So from a numbers perspective, it was great, so we could see it, and it was also the year that we had raised the most money.
Gotcha.
So I mean, apart from this year. Yes, at that time, it was wonderful. But then you look at the metrics, you're like, okay, we had all these organizations. If the other half of them had registered, it would have been crazy.
Gotcha.
But they were still able to be a part of that number, and so yeah.
So yeah, it's a platform. It has a list of all these organizations, and it's the one day they go hard. They go in on meeting their fundraising goals. And so you guys did over $258,000 this year.
We did.
And I was like, whew, that's a lot of money, but it's needed. But it is a great initiative. I encourage everybody to go to the website, check it out. Can people still donate even though the date has passed?
Yeah, so it won't count towards the day's numbers, but the organizations that are on there, their pages are still live, and they'll still get payouts.
They'll still get payouts.
They still will get payouts. Yep, the payouts come like I think like the 10th of every month.
Because I think I went on the website, and even though it's, the date was over, it still has a button on there to give. So go ahead and go. If you know an organization that might be registered and you're curious and you thought like, oh, I want to be using my funds to give back to a Black-led nonprofit organization, give828.org is the perfect place to find a full list of organizations that you can support.